Hey everybody, it is Doug and
Tamitha.
And we want to show you a quick, fail-safe way to have an awesome fire in your Solo stove. The thing that's most important, and if you'll look down here, is make sure that you clean out the ash. The most important thing to fire is oxygen. So you have to make sure that it's very, very breathable. So make sure you clean that out. So for setup of your Solo stove, we need stuff to burn. So first thing we need is what is called tinder. Then we need kindling, which are little teeny weeny types of, branches and things like that. And then when it comes to logs, you don't want really big logs. You want things that are smaller. And in fact, even like a lot of these smaller types of pieces of wood, they burn really well. So let's do this in real time. We're not gonna pause this and move forward. So first thing with your tinder, I just use newspaper because it's the greatest thing you can use. And I usually make a bed. So let me do this quickly here. In fact, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna time this. So if you want to show what that looks like, next thing we're gonna do is get some kindling. And I literally will just grab a handful of this stuff. We're gonna stick it in here. You want to make sure that all of the wood and everything is below these holes that are around the top. So let's put in a little more. And then what I'll do is I'll get one of the bigger logs. So let's grab this one. This is too big to catch on fire right now, but I'm gonna put it in here on the side. And as this smaller stuff is lighting up, it will basically prepare it so that it can catch on fire. So let's get this thing lit. Of course, it is going to smoke at the beginning. How this becomes smokeless is whenever it gets so hot and then you actually get flames coming out from those little circles. So it's a second combustion chamber. So at the very beginning, it is gonna smoke. So you will want to kind of stay away from that if you don't want to get smoky clothes and all of that. But as you can see, this is already starting to take off. The secret to me is having lots of the kindling type, wood.
And while we're doing this, I'm going to do my song and dance. That's the end of the entertainment.
And you definitely need a poker. I actually have the Solo stove poker and this other tool which is used to kind of pick up and move logs and so on. They really are. I got these for Christmas. These are awesome tools. I really enjoy them. This. Another thing that you might want to do is for these bigger logs, once again, you want air to be able to circulate around them. So you don't want to put everything flat on the bottom. You want to have, you see how this is kind of ramped up, so it allows it to get hot underneath. And then as this continues, then the next thing I'm going to do is maybe pick up some of these slightly larger pieces, like this, and I'll start to put them in there. And once again, I try to angle them so that they're not flat on the bottom, so that they can, kind of, the fire itself will actually further dry them out, and then they, of course, combust. So that's how easy it is to get a good fire going in your solo stove, and I'll show you some ongoing fire maintenance type tips too. Let's say your fire starts to die down a little bit. There's an easy way to resurrect it very quickly. And you would think with all the wood, you might want to grab some of the big stuff. But as Tamitha will show you, you literally just have to grab a few pieces of kindling. So, and then put it in just even strategically. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, throw those in. Just, I mean, these are little teeny weeny sticks. But if we just watch,
look how much it's, you know, it's already, fire's already growing.
yeah, so let's watch just how quickly this thing is gonna take off with like 6 little teeny weeny sticks thrown in. So once again, if a fire was dying down, you just do that and look at this thing start to take off again. In fact, it is, I mean, look how high that is shooting up. And that is literally just from a couple of sticks. And we're gonna see it, and this also, what you can do this for is, like, you can kind of start this if you want to throw a bigger log on that may take a little while to fire up. And once again, by doing that, it gets super duper hot in there and prepares that piece. So whenever you're coming to the end of the fire, if you'll look down here, the last thing that I like to do when you're basically just with embers, I like to move them all close together so that they'll just continue to burn amongst themselves. And as I said, I'll show you what this looks like tomorrow morning. But if you look at all these embers, whenever it's totally finished, there will be just a little teeny weeny bit left. Look at the after effects. Whenever you do a nice clean burn, I mean, we had a lot of wood in there, and look how little ash there is. And it turns it all basically into powder. So once again, if you do clean it out often and frequently, it allows a lot of air to get underneath the fire, and you get a really, really clean burn. Well, we hope the video was helpful, that you will be able to extract the most incredible fire from your solo stove. And until the next time, goodbye.